Dear students, the third very important form is normal form. This is the form of a matrix after going through elementary transformation that we obtain is of this form. What is this form? You can see all the elements are 0 except the diagonal elements. Like here you can see this is I2 where diagonal elements are 1, all the non-diagonal elements are 0. Here you can see that diagonal element, that means you have to make a equivalent matrix using elementary transformation such that diagonal elements should be 1 or 0 and non-diagonal must be 0. So you have to try to make all the non-diagonal elements 0 using row or column transformation, and you will get the required normal form. This is a very lengthy procedure and we perform these operations only when it is written in the question that use normal form, etc. Then we will use it. So now here is one question of normal form. This is very important from the point of view of a question paper that you get. So what is this? Let us read this question. A is a matrix and we have to find P and Q such that PAQ is in normal form. Also find the rank of A. The question is usually written in this way, that you have to find two matrices P and Q such that this matrix A can be written as such that PAQ, this is product of three matrices and this must be in normal form. This must be something IR. IR means you have to make a density matrix out of this. So to do this is very important. You have to listen to me carefully so that you can understand this. So first of all, you write the matrix A which will be given in this form. This is the form AI, because identity matrix when multiplied with any matrix does not change the answer. The matrix A remains same when multiplied with I, but it is written here, you can see 3 arrow packet लिखा है, number of rows in A is equal to 3 and number of columns in 3. That means if you have here the matrix A containing 3 rows and 3 columns, so here it will be 3 3. If it has 4 rows and 3 columns, so it will become I4, right? So number of rows, how many rows are there in A, then you have to put that number here, right? So this is the first thing that you have to write A as this. So here also you have to write A here. This is A matrix, this is your I3, this is again A. So this A you don't need to put the value, this A will be written as it is throughout the question. And here again I3, because the matrix A has 3 columns, so we write I3. So you write this A matrix as IAI, right? This is now the second very important. First important thing is this, you have to write A as IAI, and second important thing is that while you have to change this matrix A, you have to make this a normal form. The normal form means you have to make the element below the diagonal and above the diagonal all 0. You have to make all the elements non-diagonal element 0. So when you perform different operation to make the elements 0, you will perform the same operation on the other hand. Like if you are performing row operation, then you change this matrix. Here you have to perform the row operation on this matrix. If you are doing the question using column operation, then you will use the column operation in this matrix. So for both the operations you have different matrices. Row operation should be done on first and column operation should be done on second matrix. So let us see how it is done. Now see this. First of all, you have to make this element is already 1, so you have to make these two elements 0. So as we have done already, row 2 minus 3 into row 1 will give us this 0, and in row 3 you have row 3 minus row 1. So you have used row operations here. These are row operation, and row operation should be done on this matrix, not here. So this is the same matrix which is written, but this has been changed because we have performed row operations, right? Now see the next slide. Now it is written the same. This is the matrix. where again we have performed this because we have to make this element below diagonal 0. So to make this 0, we operated this row 3 minus row 2. Row 3 is changed now in both the matrix. So we have done again the row operation. The row operation should be done on this matrix. Okay? This matrix will be same, this will not be changed, right? This is same as we have taken. Now this is your matrix. This is the matrix which is changed according to row operation, and now we have performed the column operation. Why we have to perform column operation? Because now we have to make the element above the diagonal 0. So to make the element above the diagonal, these two elements 0, we operate these operations. These are two column operation, and now column operation are done on this matrix, and this is not changed, this is same. This is same as the above one, and this is changed. When you perform column operation, you have to change the column second matrix. First is same. Then now see, now this is the diagonal line. Now one more element, this minus 2 is remaining. To make it 0, non-diagonal element, we just again perform this column operation, column 3 minus column 2, again column operation. Then you have to operate this on this matrix. This is not changed. So column 3 minus column 2 means column 3 is this, column 3 minus column 2, we obtain this one. So now this is the matrix A, which has been changed like this. Now for the normal form, we need this element to be 1, because we have to make a identity type of matrix for a normal form. So we divide it by minus 2 and we get the required normal form. Like here we divide it by minus 2, column 2 is divided here also, because this is the column operation, you have to change this matrix. This is same. Now this is I2, because this is an identity matrix of order 2, and here this matrix will be called P. This A is same, because from the beginning we are writing A, and this is Q. P is according to row operation we have obtained, and Q is according to column operation we have obtained from I. This is from I3, this is also from I3. So these are P, Q and A is same. So this is what we have to prove, PAQ in normal form, and the matrix A that has been changed into identity matrix of order 2, therefore rank of A is 2. The order of the identity matrix, which is in normal form of a matrix, is known as the rank of A. So this is rank finding using normal form. The next and last method we have here to find the inverse of A using elementary transformations. So now we have to find inverse of A. This is the question that many of you have done in +2. So you are given a matrix A, you write A is equal to I into A. So here one thing you have to clearly remember, that for finding inverse we have to use one type of elementary transformation for the whole question. Either you perform row operation or perform column operation, but not both. You have to choose one. You have to perform the whole question using one type of operation. Like here in this question I have done all the row operations. So here also you have to do what you have to do. You have to write A as I into A, and this A will be kept same throughout the question. This is I matrix, identity matrix of order 3 as that of order A. Now you have to again same thing you have to done. You have to make the element below the diagonal and above the diagonal 0, and diagonal element you should make 1. So here the first is interchanging, so that we get 1 here. Then we multiplied 1 by 2 and subtracted from second row and subtracted from third row to obtain the zeros here. So here we get zeros, and same thing should be done here on the identity matrix, the row operations. Then for the again we have 1 here. Now we operate with the row, third row minus 4 into second row, and so on. We have to perform these operations so that we get the identity matrix on one hand, like in here. So you have this operation row 3 multiplied by -1, and then we have make these two elements 0 that are above the diagonal by help of these row operation, because you can see that we are using only row operation. So this is very important thing, that for finding the inverse you have to use one type of operation, either all operation should be row or all operation should be column. So here you have only one element left, this 2, which you have to make 0. So this is also made use 0 with the help of this element by taking -3 common, or you can say -3, we divide by -3 and get 1 here, and you can subtract 2 into 1 from the first row and you get the element 0 here. So this is the identity matrix we obtained. We have to change the given matrix to identity on this side, and on the other hand side identity will be changed into new matrix, which will be the inverse. The matrix on the other side will be inverse of A. So this is the way of obtaining the inverse using only one type of operations. So this is all for finding rank, changing to normal form, row reduce row echelon form, and finding inverse. So the things that the points to remember here are: first thing, that use the determinant method to find rank only when the matrix is of order 3 by 3 or less order. Only those questions will be solved easily using determinant method. And if the matrices are of higher order, then we use echelon form of matrix. Normal form and row reduced form are used only when they are asked in the question. Not usually we solve them, but if the question demand this thing, then we use. Then for finding inverse, we use only row operations or column operation. If we are using row operation, then you write A as I into A, and if we are using column operation, then write A as A into I. So this is also very important to remember. And the last one is when for PAQ in normal form, because this is very important. Generally this type of question occur in paper. So for PAQ to be normal form, we have to write A as IAI, where first I will be according to number of rows and the second I will be according to number of columns in A. So that we apply row operation on the first identity matrix and column operation on the second identity matrix in the order. So this is all. Thank you very much.